Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. This is take two for Teach Me Tuesday on November the 9th, 2021. I'm really hoping that we come through this time. My first take, the camera did not switch, and it was just, I could not find my way to be able to demonstrate properly what I have for you. So hopefully now I'm coming through. I have a, hey Simone, thank you for your patience and for finding me again. I have a fun fold for you today, and it is featuring the Eden's Garden suite of products, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous new suite that incorporates, hey Laura, thank you for finding me again, incorporates a bundle and designer series paper and pretty gems and all kinds of fun things, cotton paper. And just to kind of recap that, the bundle is a pre-release. It will be available in the spring catalog come January, but the paper and the gorgeous gems and that cotton paper, these are while supplies last through, I think, like the first week of January. So just to make sure that you are in the know on product availability and when you can get them and when you can't. So thank you very much for coming back and finding me. I thought, you know what, I can continue to limp along here or just, you know, let's just stop and start. So, okay, here we go. Let's bring the camera down and let's start this fun fold again. So, as I had started, this was a 11 by 4 1/4 piece of cardstock, scored at 5 1/2, and I've cut 2 inches off one side. Okay, so that's all I've done here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take and put adhesive right on this flap. I do find it's the easiest way for this particular fun fold. Let me grab my little trusty mat here. So I'm using seal. And I'm just going to run seal all around kind of the edges here. And that is going to allow me to put my piece of 5 1/4 by 4 designer series paper right like this. So just as if you would a typical card layer, but look what happens when you open it. So see, that's where the fun fold is. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side, but I'm going to flip it, and that way we can see both sides and see which way we like the best, or maybe we don't even like one better than the other. We just like being able to have the variety and show off both sides of this gorgeous paper. I really like this fun fold when you have beautiful paper and you really don't want to cut into it and you want to show it all. Yeah, this is a great fold for that. So you can see how when I open them up, now what I'm going to do as well is, and I forgot to bring my other block. Let me grab one. I'm going to put a little something, something on the inside. So let's, because I'm going to do a sending hugs, super kind of simple, sweet card. But I do want to put just a little bit of stamping on the inside. I am using just my Evening Evergreen, is the color, Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent are the colors in this. But I'm using the Evening Evergreen because it shows up better on the Soft Succulent cardstock, because I'm going to use that little piece right there. So I'm going to just do a little bit of soft stamping. And these stamps really are, it gives you, the stamp has that quality where it automatically gives you almost like a watercolor effect. Hey Gail, I am glad you are here joining us from Ocracoke Island in North Carolina. Sounds like a fun place to be on vacation. Okay, so that we have done. And what I'm going to do, these are 5 1/4 by 4 cardstock layers, so the same as my designer series paper. And I'm going to tuck that on the inside. So you can see how this is coming together really quickly and easily. And I love this fun fold because it doesn't waste any cardstock or designer paper. It shows off your designer paper, and it's really quick. So there's no, you know, it's just super quick. So there is my inside there. And let's get my inside here, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with that little piece that we cut off. We're going to put it right back on the front. So let's get this going like so. Okay, so that's ready to go. Now I'm going to take these pieces here, and I'm going to lay them right across. Now you could cut that down to 4 inches if you want, but I'm happy just to keep it at 4 1/4. I think it looks really good. And what I'm going to do is just stick this down. So all I'm doing is sticking down the piece that I cut off from here. And I think I'm going to put it right there. So right about where I cut. That's going to be really pretty. And I'm going to do the same thing here. You could move it down if you wanted. So let's just do one way and one the other, just to kind of give you the perspective so you can see both ways. Probably got my, you know what, I got my adhesive a little far over, so maybe we need to do it up here. Okay, now I need this little guy here. This is my trusty, very trusty silicone mat. Use it all the time for so many things. And what I'm going to do here is I am going to put down a little bit of liquid glue. Just make a little tiny pool there, because I have pre-cut some of these gold wreaths. Aren't they gorgeous? That kind of rectangular wreath. And I have just a, what I call a gluey sponge. So it's just a little piece of sponge that I've cut and put a little binder clip on as a handle. And then that allows me to pick up just a little bit of glue, and that I find is the easiest, most mess-free way to attach these very intricate dies. So that is ready to go. And see how nice that lays? And then we're going to do, oh, look how pretty that would even look. But we're going this way for now. Lots of options. You know, I do think this bundle has a lot to recommend it. I highly, highly recommend this purchase with no qualms at all. There is a ton of versatility here. And I think it's something that is super, super useful for any level crafter. Will enjoy this. You can snip these little wreaths apart and do all kinds of fun things with the pieces. But I'm just going simple, really simple. Okay, so there's my two cards. And now I am going to take a little piece of mint macaron. Now, mint macaron actually is a counterpart to soft seafoam. It goes really nicely with it. So I'm going to use this for my greeting. And this is from, if you're wondering about this lovely, lovely label, let me show you. This is the Hippo and Friends dies. So although the Hippo and Friends dies, although you have this cute little butterfly and unicorn, hippo, little lamb, there are some labels, 3 sets of labels in this die set that are amazing. So even if you don't have the stamps, I think you should get the dies. The dies are $36 and they are awesome. But of course, while you're at it, you might as well just get the bundle and get the cute little stamp set that goes with it. Another highly recommended die set. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Sending Hugs right here. So let's go Sending Hugs. And you can see why I wanted to use the Evening Evergreen, because I wanted it to show up on, I got a little bit of a ink halo there, which I didn't really want, but I will put a gem in its spot. And that is coming together ever so nicely. So we've got one that's a little fancier, one that's a little plainer, but look at the plainer one. When you open it up, it has that fancy inside. Oh, I just smeared the ink. Lord have mercy, what happened there? Well, that's going to get a lot of gems on it. Let's see. I think my ink pad must have just recently, you know what, actually I don't think it was re-inked. I think I got some on my finger and then just kept going with it. So let's put a little bit of ribbon here to just finish this off. So I'm going to bring in a little bit of the soft succulent ribbon and just make a simple bow here. Again, this is super, super simple, but I'm making it a little bit fancy. So the fun fold is super fun, super quick, and then I can bring in a little bit of fancy, which I do think this Eden's Garden Suite, or collection, I think it's a collection, actually lends itself to, you know, things being just a little bit of fancy. A little bit of fancy. So let's see where we want to put this. Let's pop that up on dimensionals, and then we're going to see whether we're going to put do I want to put the ribbon at the top or do I want to put it at the bottom? Let's see. Put a couple of dimensionals here. And again, this is just my quick and easy fun fold. And we're using every piece of scrap that we cut off, we're using. So this is a great way to not only showcase your designer series paper, but really use your scraps, I should say. Preserve every piece that you have taken off. So I think that I'm going to do a little bit like that. That's super pretty. And then this one, maybe we should do, oh, I can't, I've already laid that down, never mind. I was going to try to do a little fancy footwork with putting some ribbon underneath it. Oh, Beverly, I'm glad you found us again. Sorry about the starting and stopping motion going. I haven't had that happen in a long time. And it was so weird because when I was looking at you guys, it was in landscape mode. But I always have the computer up so I can see what you're seeing, and it was clearly showing in portrait mode. And I couldn't, I'm so used to working in this, orientation, I couldn't find my way. I couldn't find how to center my projects or anything to where you could see them. So I thought, oh, I'm either going to limp along here or I'm just going to, you know, cut my losses. So there we go. I'm going to add just one more little something something here. And that is these gorgeous, gorgeous gems. Now, my intention was to just use one or two, but I'm going to have to put several here to cover up my ink mishaps. So I really like these. They're just exquisite. Absolutely exquisite. Oh, I guess this would help if I put a glue dot there and glued that down. Oh, Simone, I'm glad you came to join us, and happy healing to you. Glad we could cheer you up a little bit while you're recovering from your surgery. Now, this one, you see how I've got three little, they're actually kind of strategically placed. I had a little bit of a mishap with some ink, so I'm going to take three of these really small ones over here, and I'm just going to place them. That didn't cover it up. Let's see, I need a bigger one there. I can put this little one here. Oh no, that's a dot. That's dotting the eye. That's supposed to be there, Candy. Okay, let's try this one here. We'll put a big rhinestone here. And then we'll put another big rhinestone to cover up this ink blot. And then we'll take a little one. Oh, these are so pretty. I think this is going to be one where I need to put several because they are small. And I think it, so now we were just making our reservations. We're going to be down your way during Christmas break. So we will be down at Disney World and then in Vero Beach to see family. So we're making reservations and getting super excited. Okay, that's it. There we have it. 2 different looks. All we did was we just switched the designer paper. Everything else is the same. We did use different gems, partly because I had a little ink mishap there. So let me bring this down just a little bit better so you can see them in all their loveliness. So there we have it. Soft suede with a little bit of mint macaron, which is the coordinating color there. And I can come up this way. Is that right? Me and camera angles sometimes struggle a bit. Let's see if that's... Jackie, I'm glad you like these. And this is, again, you can do this with any designer series paper. So let me show you as we're signing off. Some other cards I've made with the same fun fold. So at my retreat, we have my Creative Escape is always Friday through Sunday. And it's coming up next weekend. And then we have an add-on day that's Thursday. If you want to add on Thursday, you get a free class. So let me show you the free class they're going to get. And it's using this exact same fun fold. Hey, Cynthia, I'm glad you're here. Oh, that's very nice of you to say, Simone. I think we're going to be at Saratoga Springs at Disney this time. We're going to have our godson with us, his very first time to be at Disney, and then his son with us as well. So these are 2, and then these are 2, all with the same fun fold design. So I think our people are going to love these. So you can see this is some of the designer paper that we had during Celebration. So they're all black and white, and you can see how when you take that inside, it really shows off the designer series paper. So that is my fun fold for today. I guess I better put these right side up. And that is my Thursday free class for my retreat attendees. And then this is what we were showcasing today. Simple fun fold made fancy with the very fancy, very pretty Eden's Garden collection. Okay, let me grab my host code. If you are watching either on replay or if you're watching on YouTube, here is my host code. This is for the entire month of November 2021. And if you come later on Facebook, I would love for you to just put replay in the comments. And that lets me know that you are here. And if you are watching on YouTube, I would love for you to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And that way you won't miss. I do publish on here twice a week and sometimes add a few more besides. So that is it for today. I'm going to love you and leave you. Make sure you are signed up for my email news. I am going to be bringing you a couple of extra Facebook Lives this month. And that is, we are in the month of gratitude and Thanksgiving. And it's also a super busy month for me. This weekend, we have our Stampin' Up! On Stage event, and it's a virtual event. So there's 4 or 5 of us here in San Antonio that are renting a room and together, and so we can experience it together. But I think I've got 25 team members that are coming to On Stage, and it's all virtual. So we will be chatting back and forth. I can tell you we're going to get previewing the spring mini catalog and Celebration for January. There's going to be a lot of creative overload and lots of fun things. And they're also going to be doing the Stampin' Up! Annual Awards. And they've already notified me that I'm going to be getting some. So it's going to be exciting. Lots of fun. And lots of bonding with some of my best friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your support. Thanks again. Take care and God bless.